everyone, welcome to the pilot of Season 3 of Enigma by Sir Kai. I'm very happy to welcome all of you, and I'm even more excited to welcome Thira. She's been a part of the team since always, as you know, but she was one of the first people to welcome me here to the team, and I'm extremely happy to have her on screen to be part of her first episode.
Thanks, Sophia. That's true. I've been here since the beginning. Sir Kai asked if I wanted on-screen time. I said no. But here we are, anyway.
That's how it works normally, so we're all here under pressure. Jokes apart, I guess we can all dive in because our channel has been going through some changes and we have a lot to cover today. We're going to be talking about all the latest news, how this cycle is going to work, so pay attention to us and follow the next minutes. Now we have a character selector, which is crazy, it's so cool, and Thira here has been our fairy of the animations through all this time. But Thira, I need you to explain us how does animations work?
So the new intro is pretty straightforward. We have a character selector with all of us hanging out on the couch. There's gonna be a bit of a light show. Then 2 characters are revealed, and those will be the characters showing up for the episode.
But besides that, what other visual changes can we expect for the show?
So besides the character selector, we also have frames that'll go around the thumbnails. And the frames will be in different colors to show what the episode's about. So this one has a blue and gold frame, blue for informative and gold for any episode that has to do with the medallion hunt of the cycle. And the color code is visible all over our page, so you can figure it out.
And also I heard that Sir Kai has prepared a surprise segment for this season, and it's going to be reviewed soon. We still don't know it yet, but I know it's happening. And I also know that you brought something with you for your premiere, right, Thira?
Yes, I have. I think he's lurking around somewhere. Wait for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there he is. That's our little guy. He's our Enigma detective, and he's in charge of all the animations from now on. He's not very talkative, but he's a very cheerful little guy.
But that's so awesome.
Right?
But what is he doing? Is that a pencil?
Oh. Okay, well, don't worry about it. He'll pop by whenever he wants.
Okay, shall we move on and start about what's happened in this cycle?
That's why I'm here. Let's go.
But also, let's move places because my legs are starting to hurt.
No, definitely. Let's do that.
Okay, now they're placed much better. Freedom, open air.
We can walk.
Let's give it clear insight into this cycle's structure. Do you care to explain?
So, should we do a speed fire questionnaire instead?
Like a Q&A? Okay.
I'll ask the questions.
Challenging, but let's do it, yeah.
Okay, so which platforms do you need to do our treasure hunting series to participate?
But that's too easy of a question.
That's good.
Okay, so YouTube for the main storyline, Instagram for communication with the team, some extra clues and fun facts, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, good.
Correct. Now, how can I tell which video I want to watch?
Well, the thing is, in the title of each episode, you have S for season, C for cycle, and E for episode, right?
Yeah.
So each one of them with corresponding number, and also the frame around the thumbnail can give you the hint, as you already mentioned.
Okay. How many medallions are there, and how do you know if they're still up for grabs?
Well, I know there is 1 medallion per cycle, right? And there's always a little lock in the title of the videos.
Yes, that's correct. Whenever there's a closed lock, unsolved, open, solved. And how many episodes are there per cycle?
Well, the number of episodes per cycle is a little bit random, but they normally tend to tell you in the first episode of each cycle how many episodes it's gonna be.
Okay, you're so good at this. It's almost like you have a script or something.
Well, it does look like I have the script, doesn't it? But was it?
Not quite. Do you have any tips for our seekers?
Actually, this is an open question, so I cannot get it wrong. But I would say to stick to the basics. So number 1, subtitles of the episodes are translated into many languages. You can choose yours in the menu. It's gonna help you through it. So make sure you choose your language when you're seeing the episodes. And number 2 is that the clues are actually divided by chapters. So you can just hover over the timeline to get the clues, and that can keep you organized and well informed throughout the episodes.
I agree. I think you should take notes. That's my advice. And, get a team, do it solo to have a chance at the medallion.
Well, that's really cool. But now can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Okay, so Thira, what do our dear seekers have to do to find this medallion?
Okay. Well, as the title suggests, we have the 7 sins and the 7 virtues for the cycle. Each episode, we have a storyline about one sin and the opposing virtue. And the order in which we present these sins and virtues is crucial in deciphering the enigma hints throughout the episodes to get the medallion.
Okay, so let's stop for a second. Let me see if I got this right. So we're gonna present a sin slash virtue in each episode, right? And then we have to check the order of this sin and virtue to know which number we're talking about. So for example, if we're talking about pride and humility, sin slash virtue number 1, we're talking about number 1.
Exactly.
Okay, got it. But Thera, please explain me now, what do we do with this number 1? What do we do with this number 1 in relation to the hints that we have from Enigma?
Okay, well, that's where it gets interesting. We have 7 sins and virtues, which correspond from the numbers 1 through 7. You have 7 options that you choose in order to submit your final answer and win the medallion.
Okay, cool. But can you explain me, like, what are those options and how do we submit this final answer?
So there's a number in every episode, and we also have a theme that's given to help you find your 7 options.
Okay, that's cool. Can you give me an example?
So let's say you understand that the first episode is about pride and humility, and the theme of that episode is the richest people in the world. If you know already that your number is 1, and you just look up the number 1 richest person in the world, and you add that information to your final submission, and, and yeah, that will be much clearer after the first 7 episodes.
Yeah, I imagine after the 7 episodes, it's gonna be
Yes,
clear how to
definitely.
submit it, I'm sure. Okay, but tell me, when do we get started?
So next Sunday will be the first episode with the golden frame to start off our cycle.
Okay, and I guess the selector is gonna select who's gonna be in the episode, right?
That's it.
That's perfect. Thank you, Thera, for joining me to this very special episode today.
Thank you for having
Really
me.
excited to have you here. Guys, don't forget to follow Instagram, YouTube, you know the drill. And thank you.
Thank you, of course.
Bye.